So right now I'm literally just crisscross on the floor. I take like a 20-minute meditation in the start of my day. I do a little workout as soon as I wake up, cold shower, and then meditation just to like calm my nerves after all that. And I find it extremely helpful for the rest of my day. Like I'll just be on point. Some people have hobbies that are equal to meditating, like if you play an instrument or play a sport, anything with a flow state is meditation. You don't have to be sitting down here like me counting and breathing with your eyes closed. It's really just a flow state of presence in the moment. That's all it is. It's kind of like exercise. Think of going to the gym as literally sitting down and meditating, and then playing a sport is just the flow state, because it's literally an exercise when you're meditating. It's reps of breaths. It's just each time you push away a thought, you sit there, you push away a thought, that's a rep. Your brain's getting stronger, more focused, and more present. That's literally what, going to the gym is. It's a repetition of reps. You're not actually engaged in a real thing. You're really just, it's the state of exercising. I'm kind of over explaining it, but I think you know what I mean. So yeah, I guess I'll start with saying how to do it. And there's a million ways to do it. There's no right or wrong way as long as you're focused, So I'll sit here, I'll close my eyes and breathe. I'll show you how I breathe. I'll go in. A little slower than that, but that's kind of the gist. I'll breathe in for a bit, kind of to where I think is the limit, and then I'll do this big, quicker breath to really fill up my lungs. I'll hold it there for a little bit, and then a slow exhale. And that process is really going to slow the heart rate and calm your nerves. There's a bunch of ways to breathe. Obviously, you can do 4 seconds in, 4-second holds, 6 seconds out if you want to count like that. Yeah, there's really no wrong way to do it. I'm choosing the bathroom right now. Bathroom floor. You can get a little more cozy. You can buy meditation pads at fucking hippie stores and stuff online as well. And yeah, those are sick. I usually use a pillow, but right now I'm just on the floor. And yeah, you find a spot. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most quiet spot. It's easier if you're a beginner to meditate in silence, but I find I can even integrate the sound into my meditation by focusing on it. And then once you're in a good position, you just have to focus on one thing. And you can find that one thing whichever way you like. Obviously, the most popular one is breathing, and might be the best. I don't know. That's what I do. I just breathe, and I focus on the breath. Try to keep the breath consistently the same length. You can do other things, though, that aren't just breathing. Like you can, like I said earlier, you can focus on the sound. And that's something I'll often do for like a part of the meditation and while I'm breathing. But if there's too much like music or sound going on in my head, I'll focus on the sound you don't normally hear in your day. Even if I went quiet for a moment, even the camera would probably pick it up. It's like an ambience. And there's really so much going on that you don't know about. Especially in the daytime, there's so much noise that it's just getting like kind of blocked off by your ears. But yeah, just be present, listen to the birds chirping, the wind, the footsteps, the trees blowing and stuff. Honestly, you could do that for the whole duration of your meditation. That would be just as valid as breathing. But I prefer breathing, obviously. I'm not really teaching you the facts of meditation. I'm more just giving you my take on it. So don't take everything I say in stone. Get creative with it. That's how I've been changing how I do it every time. More important than breathing, breathing, because that's why I'm saying it doesn't matter what you do. You can breathe, you can listen, you can even use your closed eye sight and just let the closed eye visuals take over. But more importantly than the focused thing is watching your thoughts, because the exercise of meditation is pushing away these thoughts. It's literally like a rep. It's like watching your thoughts come in. And as you get better at meditating, you'll start to understand where all your thoughts come from. And I start to see them as literal just chemical reactions. Like certain things will come up and I can find out the reason I'm thinking this certain thought is because I'm hungry or I didn't sleep, or you'll see what causes what, and you'll become so detached from these thoughts. Like your thoughts are not you. It's literally just a reaction in your brain. Like anxiety will trigger thoughts, fear will trigger thoughts, excitement will trigger thoughts, hunger, all these emotions and just normal things in your body will control your mind. And you think that you have full control of your mind and that you are your thoughts because it's that voice in your head. But it's really not. There's something beyond the thoughts. And I see it as like behind. There's like the front and then there's the back. And the back is you. It's the higher self. It's the observer. And when you get good at meditation, you start to observe these thoughts for as they really are. You'll start to like think about, all right, what am I going to wear after this? And you're just like, why am I thinking about this during meditation? And then you realize like, why do I even care about what I wear or what others think? It will get deeper than that. And you'll start to find all these things through meditating. And I wouldn't go too deep while you're meditating, but you'll start to, I don't know, just take little things like as you're pushing away, you'll kind of realize that, and then you can hold it on. You're not deleting the thought. That's another thing. Sorry, I'm getting off topic, but you're not deleting the thought. You're not pushing it away or suppressing it. You're just saying, and I have this quote I say while I'm meditating is, I'm not there, I'm here, which is, there would be any thought, like, getting dressed or going to work or whatever, doing your day. That will start to pop up while you're meditating. But you just tell yourself, you're not there. Why are you existing there when you're trying to meditate and be present? And that will really just like dismiss that thought. And those thoughts are valid. They're not bad thoughts. There's no bad thoughts. Each thought has different energies to it. Yeah, it's really not about figuring it all out while you're meditating. That's more something I pick up after. So the benefits of meditating are insane. That's why I'm literally here talking about it, because I want to share it. It's sick. I don't know. It's very common for a lot of people to wake up feeling like shit or whatever. They didn't get a good sleep and they're not motivated, they're tired, whatever. If you can bring yourself, and I do a little more. I do a few things, but if you can just bring yourself to meditate in your morning, you will open your eyes as soon as you're done meditating and feel so much happier than you were before and so much more at peace and present. And sometimes when I open my eyes, like everything is brighter than I remember. It really enhances life. And I think it is the ultimate truth to life is meditation. Or at least you figure it out in meditation. Even talking, you'll be more in the moment. I know you can't tell because I'm all over the place, but if I was talking one-on-one with a person or to a group, I wouldn't be thinking of what to say. I guess it makes sense. I get why you would try to think of what to say while you're speaking, but surprisingly enough, and it's very simple, the reason is not to think, is to speak. Everyone says think before you speak. But if you're just having small talk, you just can get it from the source of ideas. And that's where the thoughts come from too. They're not you, it's just given to you. And that's something you'll learn from meditation too. So yeah, you'll be more present in conversations. Of course, always you'll be in a better mood because you'll have complete control over your emotions. Because as you realize while you're meditating, oh, this thought comes from fear, this thought comes from anxiety or whatever, or anger or anything like that, and that will just translate to real life. You'll start to feel something, and then you'll just be brought back to meditating, and you'll be like, that was just me being mad, and this isn't really real. This is just like a chemical reaction of anger. And if I can control that, I can really express myself how I want to in the moment, rather than saying some mad shit and regretting it later. That's a big thing. I don't think I've spoken ill on anyone or even been short tempered with anyone or even myself in a long time. And that's definitely because of meditating. I was always kind of an impatient person. I got like ADHD or whatever you want to call it, where when people talk, I'm just like trying to finish their sentence because I'm so impatient. And now I can just sit and listen and really listen. Like, you're not just waiting on the next thing to say, and you're not thinking of what to say next. You're just listening, and then you're really getting what they're saying. And this social aspect is really a tiny bit of meditation. That's just what I've really been noticing. Obviously, mood is a thing. So yeah, I hope my message came across pretty clear. I was just, I guess, excited about meditating. I wanted to share it. This is kind of more of a journal, like a video journal, I guess, just to get my thoughts out. Because yeah, I had all these ideas. I was kind of really starting to understand meditating recently. And that's a big thing. A lot of people won't understand meditating. They'll sit there and they'll just think. They'll have all these thoughts and they'll just be like, what the hell? Like, I'm just thinking, what's the point of this? This is boring. And that's part of it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just out of exercise. You're out of practice. It's like when you're, trying to do push-ups and you can't really like do enough push-ups. That's not because you're failing. It's because you got to do more push-ups and get better. It's an exercise. And you'll never be, I'm not even sure if the monks are completely clear. I don't even think it gets perfect. It's just the constant state of catching yourself in your thoughts and just understanding how your brain works. And yeah, that's what I've really gotten from it. I've meditated for years, not consistently. I actually stopped for years, but I started meditating about like 5 years ago, or maybe even more. Let me think, 6 years ago. So you're allowed to have the thoughts. That's totally normal. The pro meditator and the beginner will have thoughts pop up in their brain. And it's literally just pushing it away for a moment and just, you can return to it once you're done. And I think that's the summary. And I don't hear it explained like this enough, which is another reason I was inspired to make this video, is to put it in my own words, how I understand it. Because I was watching videos on meditation and I just wasn't quite getting it. But yeah, it's really just observing. It's you almost want to welcome the thoughts. Even when your mind is clear, you wait for the next thought just so you can shut it down. Like, you're just sitting there and you're just like, all right, what's next? Once you're doing that, it's game over. You're cooking for real. Like, you have the whole control over your mind. Like, you're ready for the next thoughts. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get this off my brain, I guess, get it all out. And I hope whoever's watching this, if anyone, I hope you found this helpful in some way. And I really think you should start meditating. Yeah, that's about it. Peace out.